Hey, it's Wednesday, September 23rd, 2015, and I'm MasochistMouse, and I'm back for another video. So, please don't mind my looks. I just woke up. I did brush my hair, but it don't really look like it, unfortunately. Just one of those days, I guess. Well, I just got some good news. Well, semi-good news, because it's not necessarily going to happen. I had to wait and see, but there's a local dentist here who I just found out about, who does implants, and she right now is choosing someone to be lucky enough to have the implants for free. So that's awesome. And it was actually someone from Meals on Wheels for my dad who found out about this. And the first thing she thought about was me, which was nice. So she asked me some questions about my teeth and took a picture of my mouth, which is not a very good picture. Yeah. But a picture needs to be submitted with a little background information to be considered for these implants. So hopefully, I mean, I do have the partial, but there are some downsides to using just the partials. One is mine are only cosmetic, so I can't eat or drink when I got the partials in. Two, even when I'm wearing the teeth regularly, my mouth still is gonna shift, so it's gonna start pinching at random times. And when I had gotten my teeth, I was told about this and told that when my mouth had shifted and the teeth started to pinch my gums, I was not supposed to wear them. I was supposed to get an appointment right away and get the teeth refitted to my mouth. And right now, I don't have insurance, so whenever my mouth decides to reshift again, I'm unable to use the teeth that I do have. So that's not good. And there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. But, yeah. Those are the downsides that I can think of off the top of my head. I don't think there's anything really else. I mean, they look good, they look natural. But when I'm wearing them, I can't eat or drink. Because one of the reasons, I think, because they didn't actually explain to me, would be that the food or drink can get underneath, and especially if the drink gets underneath, it'll loosen the adhesive. And that's another downside. Since I'm not working, buying adhesives such as Fix-A-Dent or Polygrip, I don't have the money to keep buying it, and I don't feel comfortable always asking my sister for things, even if it's something I need like that. So, when I get low, that's another downside. I don't have the ability to buy my own. Of course, with that being said, even with the implants, I'd still need to brush my teeth regularly, so I'd still have to come up with toothpaste, but I wouldn't have to come up with the, adhesive, which it's easier to find free toothpaste at different places. One, if you go to a dentist regularly, they'll give you the small tubes, which actually are pretty good for me, because right now with the partials, whenever I go anywhere with them, and I decide I want to eat or drink, I have to brush my teeth and gums out good, and I have to make sure the partial is clean and none of the adhesive is left on it. And then after I eat, I gotta brush my teeth again and put them back in until the next time I need to eat or drink, or I want to eat or drink. And then of course when it's time to go to bed, you're not supposed to sleep with them in. So if you actually use them, you'd know what I'm saying. It's a lot of work just and brushing your teeth, because you're doing it constantly throughout the day. Whereas if I had the implants, I wouldn't have that, and if I'm sick, I wouldn't have to take the implants out, of course, because they'd be, of course, implants. But with the partials, when I'm sick, it's hard to wear them, because if I'm coughing or something, I will start to gag on my teeth, and that's not good. So, yeah. I'm not complaining, so don't get me wrong, because it's good that I at least have the partials. But if I can get the implants, I might as well, because then I can spend my day focusing on other things instead of brushing my teeth constantly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting clean, don't get me wrong. But when you have to constantly, okay, it's in the morning, I had to brush my teeth, then put my teeth in, my other teeth in, I mean. And then I gotta, at lunch, or if I decide to get up way early for breakfast, then I'd have to take them out for breakfast and then put them back in. Then if I want to drink in between then and lunch, I'd have to take them out and put them back in. Then at lunch, I'd have to take them out and put them back in. Then, if there's anything in between then and dinner, I have to brush them and brush everything, take it out, brush my gums and stuff, and then same thing, put them back in. Then dinner, same thing. Then if I eat or anything after dinner, same thing. And it's a lot of work. Now, it's good to have clean teeth, don't get me wrong, but when you're spending 90% of your day, or what it seems like 90% of your day, brushing your teeth, yeah. But that's because mine are cosmetic only, so I have to, when I'm wearing them a day, I have to constantly brush my teeth. Now, if they weren't only cosmetic, then I could eat and drink with them, but unfortunately, excuse me, but unfortunately, they are just cosmetic, so I have to take them out constantly. So like when I was at school, it felt like I was constantly taking them in, or putting them in, taking them out, putting them in, taking them out, and etc., etc., etc. But yeah, when I was at school, I almost always wore them, unless I was feeling pretty low and crappy because of depression, but that's another thing. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that with depression, they think, oh, you can just bounce back up and be fine, but it's like, if you actually have dealt with it, you understand better that it's not as easy as people think it is. I mean, sorry. But, I mean, it's, a struggle for anyone that actually deals with it daily or has dealt with it. It's not something you can just say, okay, I'm not going to deal with this anymore, I'm going to be happy-go-lucky anyways. It's just a constant struggle when you have depression, and then I, of course, have other things going on, so that doesn't help. I have my depression and anxiety, and I haven't in a while, thankfully, but I do have panic attacks, which is not fun. And I ask for people, everyone is different, you don't always feel panic attacks the same way. Mine are not really fun, especially since they include chest pains. Yeah, it's the first time I got it, I realized something was wrong because of the chest pains, but I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I know it's not a heart attack. And the reason why I knew it wasn't a heart attack is because my mother did have a heart condition, so I did know the signs for a heart attack, which usually when someone has a heart attack, they don't have pain in here. A lot of times when someone has a heart attack, they'll feel pain in their arm. I know it's weird, but with medical stuff, a lot of things you would think wouldn't make sense do make sense. I mean, I'm not a doctor or anything, but just from some things that I've learned about, that's what I'd say. I am not a nurse even or anything, so I can't diagnose anything, so please don't come on my videos asking serious questions. If you do think something's wrong, it's best to check with an actual doctor. I mean, there are some small things that can be gone over, which I'm not going to, because even then, sometimes something that seems like a small thing can actually be something big, so, yeah. I'll keep all medical advice or diagnoses to the professionals. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And hopefully, this is no more. Is going to be no more. I just wanted to share this update, and it's taken longer than I planned, but at least it's not a huge amount longer than I planned, but it's long enough, so. Sorry. Okay. Until next time, take care.